Yes, super excited. Super excited. I cannot tell you. How's the lighting? Wait, let me first introduce Seth Hill. Say hi, Seth. Yay.
Hello.
Let them know that you can chat.
Good to see you out there.
Good to see you. What do you got on your time, man?
Well, this is the Mystic Eye.
Oh, Mystic Eye.
And when I turn it on here, it knows all and sees all.
He's all over.
It even sees what you're doing. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, well, okay. Let's,
Oh, my goodness.
yeah.
It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I cannot tell you. Seth Hill was my professor when I decided to go back to school at Los Angeles, Art Institute of Los Angeles in Santa Monica.
Right.
And favorite teacher, I still can't help but call him Seth Hill. I mean, Mr. Hill, because, you know, I have such respect for him. You're such a wonderful, so patient. My God, he's so patient. And I really was able to be really creative in your classes because you were so patient. Why don't you move over this way? Move over this way. Yeah, more. Yeah. So
just keep it coming.
how do you think? You want to switch the lights, Julie? You come over and check out. We're going to do a little class since apropos Mr. Hill. What do you think of the lights? Do you think it's a little too bright or what?
I always say that the face has to be brighter than the background.
The face my face is brighter.
And so is mine.
We're good.
It's dark gray back there.
Yeah, the face has to be better.
If the face is brighter than the background, it looks professional.
Then we're doing good.
If it isn't, it doesn't.
Oh, that's a wonderful tip. Oh my goodness. What year did you go, what year did you start working in the film industry? You worked actually in the industry before you were a teacher, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What did you?
I got my degree at San Francisco State University. This was a long time ago. They say your memory is the second thing to go. 1967. I started at Channel 9, KQED, San Francisco, shooting 16 millimeter news film.
Wow.
This was before the digital age.
Yeah, quite a little bit.
You know what film is. You young people have no idea.
Oh, really?
It has a whole bunch of little pictures on it.
Yeah.
We would shoot the news, rush down to Monaco Lab in San Francisco. They'd process it in 1 hour. We'd rush back. We'd edit it fast, throw it up on an actual projector that was connected to a TV camera, and it would go out live over the air.
Wow, that's crazy.
Once I made a sort of lyric piece of little kids in a Frisbee contest. They were about 8, 9, 10. And I cut it to a B.B. King song, threaded it up on the projector. They said, and now we're going to see the Frisbee contest live. The projector started, and a great big ugly hair stuck in the gate of the projector.
Shit, right.
And I said to the technician who was running the projector, what are we going to do? And he said, I have a high-tech solution.
Right.
He hacked a big Luger on the film and went through the gate of the projector, took out the hair as nice as you please, and the rest of the piece looked beautiful.
Wow. High tech.
Yeah.
High tech.
I've been in this business a long time. You know, when I got started in this business, you ran outside the cave, looked at an animal, tried to remember what it looked like, ran back in the cave and painted fast before you forgot.
Yeah.
I've seen things you young people cannot even imagine.
Wow. Can't even imagine. Done. I asked somebody today if they knew the I Love Lucy show. They looked at me like I was crazy.
I Love Lucy.
Can you imagine?
Oh, Ricky. Lucy.
Ricky. Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
You got some, yeah.
Wow. So you started in news.
Yeah, after I got out of film school. Yeah.
How long did you stay in news before you?
Oh, let's see. I was there about 6 years.
Yeah.
We had, we shot the news. We started doing art shows. I shot 1 million feet of 16 millimeter film while I was there.
Oh,
edited, I don't know, I lost count, maybe
after a
320
million.
series, yeah.
Wow.
I worked with Maya Angelou,
Wow,
who
fantastic.
did a series there called Black, Blues, and Black, which
Mm,
was all about the history of Black people in the entertainment industry.
Black, blues, and black. Wow, I'm going to have to look that
It's
up.
an old series, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a 12-part series.
I have to look it up. I'll look it up later.
Mhm.
Maya Angelou, Black, Blues is Black.
Black, Blues, and Black.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. So, you did that. And when did you become a teacher? When did you decide you wanted to be a teacher as well? Did the industry change? Like, right, you know, what made you decide to be a teacher and get out of the business? Did you work
I saw
both?
an ad on Craigslist
Yeah.
for a teacher to teach digital art, videography, and editing at the Art Institute of Los
He's
Angeles.
the best editing
She's
teacher. He's
laughing
a
at
book of,
We have an audience over here.
yeah, it's Julia.
Lots of
I
that
try
big.
to make her come over here, but she hides.
I'm being serious.
We'll
but
get her.
They all keep laughing at me.
We'll get her. We'll get her.
So I went in and got hired that day.
Institute of Los Angeles?
Yeah. Mhm.
How many years were you a teacher there?
I started in 1998.
I love that school. It was a great school. It was
Uh-huh.
really a great school.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, it was nice.
yeah, no. I mean, it was competitive and the teachers were amazing. I mean,
Thank you.
oh yeah, you and Eves and even that grumpy
Have you
old
gotten-
Rob, whatever his name was, the guy who, the Emmys or the Oscars. Yeah, he's
Running a commune or something like that. I'm not
now
sure
that
what.
makes sense. He actually did the Oscars. He directed the Oscars,
Mhm.
Gerbson, for many years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple heart attacks and retired.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was running triathlons and then he had a heart attack.
Isn't it?
And his doctor said, "You'd be dead if you had not run all those triathlons."
Wow.
This
I thought he
takes
was a
me back.
smoker. You see how much I didn't know about him?
Yeah. Mhm.
He was a marathon runner?
Triathlon.
It's
It's a
the swimming.
marathon plus a bike for 100 miles and swim for I forgot how long.
Wow.
Whenever I see people exercise
Oh,
like
thanks.
that, I have to
Look at my
sit
face.
down and wait till the feeling goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, the only place I want to hike is the Starbucks. No way in hell I'm doing a triathlon. Seth lives on potato chips. Oh, we have one. Is that your wife? I'm telling her. We have one person watching.
I wonder
Seth-
who's out there,
I don't
who's
know.
watching.
They have to comment. If somebody would comment, we'd figure out who they were.
Well, if you're watching me, I'm watching you.
It's probably my mother.
Hmm.
I could almost guarantee it's my mother. You're acting now, right?
I'm not sure
Didn't you do
what to
this
call it.
crazy, like a bunch of music videos, right? Recently?
I went to an audition and there was a sign out front that said, "No actors can park here." So I called my agent and I said, "I'm at the
He has an
so-and-so
agent.
audition." I said, "They say no actors can park here." And she said, "Seth, you don't have to worry.
Worry.
Just go ahead and park."
Go ahead in. No, that's not true because I've seen your work. I've watched your, I follow you, even though we don't chat much on Facebook. Anytime you post any video or anything you're in, I watch it all. He's mainly like the cool cat, the older guy with all the young studs in the music videos. What's the latest work that you did?
I was, if you catch a commercial, I cannot say for whom it is.
Oh, because
They're keeping it secret. In April, if you see a commercial of 3 people on a chairlift on a ski hill, one of them's me.
I'm not saying it's you, but it's you.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like we're way up on a mountain with the snow coming down. Was all shot in a parking lot with a big green screen behind
Isn't
us.
that something? Wow. Now, when the green screen works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
Mm.
I remember you sat with me for I did a project and we used green screen
Mhm.
and we didn't know what the heck we were doing.
Mhm.
And you sat with me for hours. Yeah. You sat with me. I did it. I did a short film called "I Got You Namaste," and we used green screen. Sandra Navies.
Hmm.
Remember Sandra, the short Spanish girl?
Mhm.
She shot it, and Yasser shot it, and the green screen was so
Yasser
bad.
Nabil?
Yasser Nabil.
Mhm.
And the green screen was so bad, but
Oh.
you sat, oh my God, you sat with me for hours. You were so patient. And also linking sound. You sat with me again for like 2 hours, and you gave me that app.
Yeah, the one that automatically links.
That
the
automatically
sound of
links.
the picture.
And then all of a sudden, I just saw the footage and everything linked together. I was almost in tears. I was crying the way it just went. I said, let's try this. And everything linked together. I was like, oh my God.
Well, you don't want to be out of sync.
Yeah, you don't want to. What? What'd you say?
You know, you're
That's so
asking me
funny.
all these questions. It takes me a long time back.
I've been at it really now. The last time I saw you, well, Seth was also did drone for me. You also a drone operator. When he like goes through all these different things. At the time, he was going through a drone, and he had the nerve. Seth took his drone in Grauman's Theater down on Hollywood Boulevard and stuck it in the middle. I still have the footage, thank God. I stuck it in the middle of Grauman's and did that drone straight up. Like I had as far as it go, 500 feet. How far? 500 feet, and back down again, and got the best shot that you ever saw. And the security guards are like, "Sir, you can't shoot at Grauman's Theater," and he was acting deaf.
Actually, there's one thing you didn't know.
When
I started the drone up, right in the middle of all the tourists. You know,
right in the middle of all the tourists.
The footprints of the stars.
Yeah.
And there were these big, mean-looking security guards.
Yeah.
3 of them over there looking at me. I thought, what the heck, let's do it. Up it went.
It did.
And the guards came over to me and they said to me quietly, is that a R2 Section 3 my brother has one around? All the tourists were taking pictures of the drone.
They were.
They thought it was part of the entertainment.
Right, because shadows were in the drone shot. You could see it.
So
They did.
You're not really supposed to
be.
do this.
And he just kept right up and right down that shot. And do you know when I went to put it into my thesis project, my teacher said it was too epic of a shot and wouldn't let me put it into my thesis film. Guess who that was? I can't even. I blacked out his name. I can't even think of his name right now. That one, and he wouldn't let me put in the shot. He also shot he got another great shot at the UCLA campus. Which he wouldn't allow me to put that in that either. Yes, he said the shots were too epic. So
where do good shots go when they die?
Right in my hard drive. They go up there. It's in my hard drive. I still have it in my Dropbox. It's a great shot, great shot. How many people get away with doing a drone shot in Grauman's Theater? Nobody, except for you. Except for you.
You know, this really takes me back. Now I'm beginning to remember how I got interested in movies. Want to hear an old story? I was born in 42 in Iowa, right after Pearl Harbor. My dad got a job welding ships in Seattle, so we moved west into Seattle. Then my dad bought an old hotel in a little town called Dufour, Oregon, named after Andrew Dufour, the founder. It had a population of 500 people. We didn't have movies. But down in the basement of the hotel, my older brother got an old 8mm projector at a flea sale, and he got an old film, a silent film of Abbott and Costello, and he projected it on a bed sheet in the basement, and he charged the local kids 3 cents to see it. And they all came. And I thought, if you show movies, you can make money.
Wow, 3 cents a film at that time. Plus Abbott and Costello, how classic. Wow.
Many years later, they actually had a theater in the town, 20 cents for a cartoon, a newsreel, and a double feature, 20 cents.
20 cents. What year was that? 42, 52?
Well, let's
That was
see.
42.
That would have been around 1947, maybe.
So did you guys live at the hotel?
Yep.
What a fun life. How many rooms? Is it a big hotel?
It was 3 stories. I think it had about 21 rooms.
Well, how fun is that? And there was a theater down in the basement.
Well, if you want to call it that.
Well, that's where you found your love for film in 1942.
Mhm.
Abbott and Costello. I just love it. Are you doing any writing?
Yep,
What are you writing?
writing a bunch of poems.
Oh my God, you got one?
Don't have one memorized.
Did you see the side glance? Did you guys notice that? You got a half of one?
But
You got-
since I'm old-fashioned, I write only sonnets, Shakespearean sonnets,
Isn't that something?
which is like 300 years out of date.
Right. And that's what you're doing. You're writing sonnets.
And novels, writing a novel.
Oh, beautiful. What's you got a title? You got a working title?
To time travel or not to time travel.
How brilliant.
It's about a bunch of scientists who accidentally bring Shakespeare himself into the modern world.
Very fun.
And then he takes off and starts working in the movie industry,
Shakespeare. Oh, I love
writing
it.
cheesy, low-budget action
Oh
films
my God, that's so good.
with lots of gruesome killings.
I just love it. It's so fun. There's lots of gruesome killings.
Mhm.
You serious about that part? No, I'm kidding.
Everything I'm saying is
It's
the
all-
absolute
It's
truth.
so-
You
No,
may
no.
think it sounds weird and funny,
No,
but
no, I don't
it's
think it
all
sounds weird.
true.
No. I think it, I mean, who else would come up with something like that? I mean, I love science. I like science fiction too. More older I get, I think your imagination just soars. What is it? What is this over here? What,
That's the mystic eye.
look at my face. I'm like,
It's, it has psychic powers. Let me see
Oh,
if I
that's
can
right.
get a little closer here.
you can actually see.
Well,
It's so good
anyway,
to see you, Seth. I mean, I
it
cannot
knows
tell you.
all and sees all, and it can see you. But anyway, you've done a
no, we're
million
not talking
things.
about me. Forget
Well,
it.
yeah, we are. You're getting your MFA now at
Yeah,
this
can you
wonderful
imagine?
place. Yeah,
When I knew you, I hadn't been to school.
you just won a bunch of awards for one of your films.
No, it's been a couple of years now.
Oh, yeah?
And I actually, Seth gave me the, you gave me best of for short narrative film too.
Hmm.
And then Eves gave me best of for directing.
Yeah.
So I wrote and directed and shot a called Fate Through the Storms, but that's almost like 2 years now.
Hmm. It
Won
did
best-
very well.
It did do very well. And if it wasn't a
Got
Christian
some
film, it would have done a
awards.
lot better.
Mhm.
You know, faith pieces don't, do as well as
They go
as-
to a
as-
niche audience, I
Yeah,
guess.
as-
Is that the
as-
deal?
Yeah, as secular films. Yeah. I mean, I put in a Christian, and I won best student film. You put it in a secular film, you don't get anything because,
Hmm.
it's how it is with faith films, but it doesn't matter to me. I mean, and you know what I did win was best acting, overall acting,
Hmm.
and that to me
Hmm.
in a secular film festival.
Great.
So the
Great.
fact that my actors got accolades was all that I needed.
Hmm.
But I wrote a feature that I'm actually,
Oh,
I'm workshopping it right now.
can you tell me about it?
It's called The Movement, and it's a feature about a rock star who finds Jesus in the desert at his concert and sparks a global revival.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's relevant because of Kanye West and Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
both of them.
Uh-huh.
So it's really came at a time where people could actually wrap their heads around
Mhm.
something like that happening. So I think it's kind of cool. I'm workshopping it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it. I wrote it, and then I'm sitting on it, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this thing now? I pitched it. I got to pitch it to a couple people,
Okay.
and
Any luck yet?
no, but I
That's
pitched
normal.
it to. Yeah, I mean, I actually got it in the hands of a couple of people, so I was really thrilled about it. Some people never even get an opportunity to even, one person said work on it a little more, and then give it back to me, but they want me to take the flashback scenes out, and I'm not going to do it. They want me to make it a Hallmark film, and it's not going to happen.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's not a Hallmark film. It's a rock star, for Pete's sakes. How do you make a rock star Hallmark film?
I've watched a lot of those Hallmark films.
Not interested.
I like them. They follow a formula.
They follow
which is
a
very
formula.
predictable, but
Which is very predictable.
it's okay.
No,
It's
I
okay.
don't want. I would have to take all the flashback scenes out, and for me, that I like that whole Robert Altman,
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Gump. It's a slice between a Robert Altman ensemble film and Forrest Gump because it's historical. Half of it's nonfiction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna. The flashback scenes are real life story. You know? So that's my story. See how good he is as a teacher? I'm sitting here talking about myself, which I don't mind talking about, but I'm working. How's your wife? How's your kids? How's everybody doing?
My wife's a psychotherapist.
She's a psychotherapist.
She comes home from work every day and says, "Oh my goodness, things were really, really crazy at the office today." My kids are great. I have one granddaughter who's about to turn 11. Or no, she's about to turn 10.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. I see his son all the time. He's I know him from Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, he's always.
yeah.
He's your biggest fan, you know. He is, right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah. Who's your agent? When did you get an agent?
Stephanie Burns, Avalon Agency.
Right.
Want to hear that story?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I heard about some place called, what was it? Sunshine? No, some studios in Hollywood on Wilshire Boulevard. They said, free tonight. 3 agents will be there. Come and read a commercial. I came. They handed me a script. I read it. The next day, Stephanie Burns at Avalon called me and said, come on in. We want to represent you.
That's something. I mean, you know how many people are dying to be represented in this town? Wow.
So she gets me out to auditions. I have fun.
Yeah. My God, it's so much fun. I mean, you used to act all through our classes. You used to constantly do characters. Constantly. You were the most relaxed person as far as acting went, out of all of us. There was no acting classes in school. There was no, I'm not surprised why. So she represents you. And then how long did it take before you went on your first audition?
Want to hear another story?
Yeah.
About a week, actually. It was just an accident. I saw an ad in the trades.
You in these ads.
I know, it's strange.
Great.
Said, send in your picture today. I did. I got a call back that afternoon. They said, can you get a video of you dancing on the beach? So I ran down to the beach. That day, the wind was blowing.
Can I?
Oh my goodness, the wind was blowing. I danced on the beach.
Yeah.
I sent the video to them. By the end of the day, they said, we got a ticket for you to go to Cancun tomorrow.
Man, how much fun is that?
For a British TV series called, should I say this here?
Please, please, please.
Spring Break with Grandpa. You think I'm making this up. That's all true. And it was rough. 4 days in
so
Cancun.
rough. So with
They made
bikinis.
They made me drink beer on the beach from a beer funnel with babes in bikinis. They made me party all night in a disco.
Rough.
But someone
rough.
had to do it.
Yeah.
That was my first big job.
Wow. Isn't that, and it just blows my mind because after your first big job, you just worked at a regular basis, right? I mean, you've gotten a lot. You've been very lucky.
The acting business is rejection, and rejection.
Yeah.
So it's been like this.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, you can't get every.
In December and January, I spent, I think, 21 days as an extra on the new Perry Mason series.
Isn't that wonderful?
They're resetting it back in 1932.
Wow.
So we all had to dress in 1932 costumes.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard. And you worked 21 days in a row. And SAG, Julia just told me SAG went up for extras $100 $100 a day, right?
Not extra.
Low budget? Oh.
114.
It's 114?
Yeah.
114 a day. You can't, I mean, isn't that awesome? And then if you get one, what if you get one word, then it goes up to, all you have to do is get one line, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it's one line and then, hey. Yeah, you're speaking wrong. It's just one line.
SAG keeps writing me letters saying, don't you want to join? Don't you want to join?
Oh, you got three grand as your first pop.
My agent says, wait,
Yeah.
don't join till you have to.
Yeah.
I've talked to a bunch of other people on sets. They say the same thing. Join when you have to.
Yeah, what's your hurry?
A lot of commercials are non-union, so you'll get a lot more work if you're non-union.
And then HBO and all those stations are non-union as well.
They are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
HBO, Showtime. I believe it's non-SAG. I believe. I believe. You should be in Westworld. You'd be great. Wouldn't he be great? Oh my God, you'd be great in Westworld. You watch Westworld?
They rapped.
Look at his face. They rapped.
I mean, they're gonna come.
Next season. Did you see Westworld?
Yeah.
He ain't kidding either, folks. So, your first show, you go to Cancun. Spring break with Grandpa. What was after that? Did you feel like a rock star after you left Cancun? Were you unbearable? Did your wife have to say, hey, take it down a notch, buddy? Yeah. She was like, hey, who do you think you are?
Actually, that wasn't my first job.
Yeah, no. What was
My first job, about 2 months before that, I got off a Craigslist ad.
him in his ads?
I went to Craigslist.
Craigslist is really real? I didn't even know anybody.
Craigslist gigs talent, and they said they were paying $100 for an old geezer like me to be in a Kia commercial.
Oh, car commercial, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I played an old guy picking up an old lady on a date and buying a Kia Soul car.
Oh, shit. I love it. That was the first time. But they're good commercials, though, Kias. They actually put an ad on Craigslist for a Kia commercial?
This was a local dealership, not a network commercial.
Ah, the network is when the cha-chang comes in.
Kia of Alhambra.
Oh, Kia of Alhambra. Why couldn't you go through if you get a network commercial, boy, those residuals are cha-chang, right? You get $34,000 for one commercial. I mean, woo, I'll have me an RV. I'll have me an RV and drive up into the sunset. Well, that's so awesome. What else? Tell us some more stories.
When I was filming In Search Of, you young folks have never heard of this. It was the old Leonard Nimoy series about mysteries.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Half-hour docudrama.
You know Leonard Nimoy?
Huh? Yeah.
No, Julia. I wanted to ask her because I knew she was going to say no. Go ahead. Star Trek, right? Leonard Nimoy?
Yeah. Can I curse on this show?
Yeah.
Can I use bad words?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why not? YouTube will cut us off. No, you have to hear the foul stuff they say.
Okay.
Shock me.
When I was 12 years old, I read an article in True, the Man's magazine, about a buried treasure in a place called Oak Island up in Canada, Nova Scotia. Well, many years later, when I was about 22, I saw an ad in Variety. Alan Landsberg Company was starting a new mystery series. So I sent him a script I wrote about Oak Island, a 3-page script. Nothing happened. 2 years went by. I got a call from Alan Landsberg's secretary. She said, Alan's on the phone for you. Alan Landsberg, he was a big producer.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I got your script here. Can you come in and see me tomorrow?
Wow.
I went in and saw him. He said, okay, take this out, put this in. Here's $1,400 in cash. Fly up to Canada and shoot the episode. He said, just a second, Hill. Do you know anything about film? I said, I'd be glad to show you all my samples.
Yeah, millions and millions of
He
miles.
said, I don't have time for that. You either know what you're doing or you're a good liar. In this business, it's all the same. Get out of here.
Wow, what a story. That is so awesome. And you know what blows my mind too is $1,400 got you there, made the whole production.
Yeah,
1,400
well, that
snackers.
was just to shoot it, yeah.
For
Money
three
went a little
minutes.
further up in Canada.
What was the story
I
about?
asked Mary, Alan's secretary, after I'd worked there for 2 years, I asked her about that. She said, oh, Alan said to me, the sponsor, the guy from Bristol Myers, came in and said, my little kid read an article from True, the Man's Magazine about Oak Island. You should do one of the In Search Of stories. So he said to his secretary, Marilyn, are there any scripts on there on something called Oak Island? And she said, just a minute, Alan. Yeah, there are 3. He said, give me the first one. Who's this guy Hill? Give him a call.
Boy, did he get lucky. Wow. That's how random it is.
Folks, that's life in this business,
Please.
I must say.
Wow. I mean, that's crazy.
10%
You got 10%?
connections and 90% luck.
Oh, look. I mean, come on. Come on. Julia's actually writing this. She's shooting next. She's shooting next month. Julia's got a piece. She's off screen. I always put Julia on the spot, but she's got a story, a short. She's a writer. What's the name of that film, honey?
Hide and seek.
Hide and Seek.
Hide and Seek.
Yeah.
I like the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a psycho.
Put her on screen.
Well, come over here, Julia. Tell us about your psycho.
Keep turning it. Keep turning it.
Yeah.
Pull me in
Is it a
Yeah.
murder mystery?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Not quite, but there will be a murder in it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is about a guy who's going through psychosis symptoms.
Mm.
Psychosis symptoms are starting, and he always had mental problems,
Mm.
and it's just becoming more and more. And he
Mm.
starts to kind of try to find a way to deal with it and channel it. But that brings him onto that
Mm.
path.
Mm.
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
Is there a part for me in it?
Is there?
Sadly not. It's only 3 actors.
Yeah, it's
2
good.
actors meet each other on the street. One of them says, hey, Ed, how are you doing? The other guy says, great, Bill, I'm starting a one-man show next week. Really? Is there a part for me in it?
All right, she's good. Look at that beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. She's so wonderful. Every week she comes, sits here, sets up, gets involved. Wonderful, wonderful. She's working on her MFA as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Where are you from, Julia?
Germany.
She's from Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long you been here in the States?
5.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
How come you don't have a German accent?
I have a little bit of an accent, but it's not really the German kind.
Hmm.
After a while, you would probably hear it a little bit. But
Well,
I'm lucky. I never really have one that's strong.
Yeah.
thankfully.
I hear a little accent.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. She shot a piece about this woman who was scared of spiders a couple months back. It was
Mm.
really, really good. It turned out to be great.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, I loved it.
did you have a lot of spiders in it?
We did.
Yeah.
big
Ooh,
ones.
Huge ones.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No, it was more about, it was more metaphorical, the spider, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also kind of just
Yeah.
I was
It's-
going through.
Yeah, what we're going through at the time.
Right.
What else? Oh, it's so good to see you. I can't tell you.
When did you move to Los Angeles?
Yeah.
In 1977.
And that was for your job? Or just-
Came down here to try to get in the biz. Wasn't much going on up in San Francisco,
Yeah.
so I came down here.
Not much going on in San Francisco?
There wasn't at the time.
Right. Wow.
We got to frame this by thirds.
Yeah.
Just a second. 1/3 over.
Yeah.
You have to be closer.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thirds and thirds.
Now it's more cozy.
Someone told me you're supposed to do this.
Yeah. The graph, got the little graph that goes this
Yeah,
way
yeah.
and then this way. But up here, I have to put it this, put it like this. Put it like this. What's that movie with what's his name? Wasn't that vague?
Fiction?
Pulp Fiction. You see, I said, what's that movie with what's his name in Pulp Fiction right away?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I see Yasser a lot. I hang out with him quite often. He's doing really well. Yasser has really has some wonderful work out there, Seth.
Mhm.
You really see his point of view in his work. He's got like 6 or 7 shorts that he's done,
Mhm.
and he's really working. And his work is just really surprising. Not surprisingly, sorry, yes, I really just love his work.
Good.
You know, he's a dancer as well too, and all that.
I remember that.
He's a dancer,
Mhm.
and his point of view is just all through the flows with with his dancing mentality. It's just amazing.
Hmm.
So what else? You got any jobs coming up that you're on the books besides something you can't tell me?
No,
Nothing.
nobody wants
Oh,
me.
stop! You're so funny. No more teaching at all, huh? You done with
No,
teaching?
no.
Done, right?
I'm
Yeah.
just decided to have fun for a
Yeah,
change.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
77.
It's shocking to me.
I'm going to be 78 next
77.
week.
Oh, happy birthday! Oh, happy birthday, Seth.
Mhm.
It's shocking to me that you're going to be 78 years old. It just blows my mind. I can't wrap my head around it.
Now, most people who play elderly folks in the movies get started as child actors.
Mm.
Then they get teenage roles. Then they play leading man and leading woman roles. And then they play elderly roles. But I'm starting out as an old geezer already. So is there a chance for me in the business? I'm trying to find out. Stay tuned and we'll
Yeah.
see.
Brooklyn 2 says, happy birthday.
Who?
Brooklyn 2, Miami says, happy birthday.
Someone in Miami?
Yes. One of my friends in Miami.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
He says, thank you. Of course you can hear me. Thank you. Love you, doll. So who cares if there's a chance for you in the business? I mean, you're already in the business. That's the thing. And that's what really most impresses me is we strive our whole life to try to do something when we're already doing it. Like I just said, I don't even say that I'm trying to make it in Hollywood. Because here I am sitting interviewing you, somebody who's in Hollywood, somebody who's making a film, another person who just wrote a script. I mean, we are Hollywood. We are Hollywood.
This reminds me of a friend of mine I knew. Oh gosh, I haven't seen him for 5 years. He worked in mainly construction design, electrical work, big buildings. He told me once how he would get a job. If there was a job going on in town, he'd go there and start working.
If that were only true.
And some people would say to him, hey, who are you? And they'd say, are you supposed to be on this job? And he'd say, no, but here I am, and I'm doing the job. And they'd say, well, okay.
You're doing a damn good job.
And then they'd hire him.
Wow. If that were only...
Would that work in this business?
Never.
You sure?
Why you saying you think
Well,
we
you
should try?
said we're already in biz.
Yeah, because we're sitting here, you just told me a whole stream of things that you're on.
Mhm.
Julia's shooting, she's about to shoot a script, and I just wrote one. So, I mean,
Yeah.
and we're in Hollywood.
I have a friend from, she was living in Atlanta, and she saw them shooting something, and she walked up, and she talked to one of them, and she said, yeah, sure. And then she asked one of the production assistants what they're shooting, and if they need any people, and she gave them her information, and then they called her back, and then she day played a couple of days. So
There you have it, folks.
You folks out there, don't tell anyone about this.
Yeah.
It's the four of us. It's a secret
It's the
that
four of
only the
us.
4 of us know. Don't let the word get out. Okay?
All right, my love. I think we're good. Any more stories? Everybody
Can't
cool?
think of any right now.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Thanks, folks.
Thank
you,
you.
Ms. Six.
Thank you. Thank you. Hug it out, buddy. That was great. Thank you so much,
I
Seth.
really like her.
I really like him too.
Hmm.
All right, gang.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hold on, don't get up yet. That was awesome.
We all come.